from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios. It's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
It's 290.
Is it 290?
I think it's 290. 10 away from 300. Good to have all of you boys up in here. How we doing? It is in the building.
So 300 would be on a Friday.
If we stay on schedule. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
We're back. Good Lord. It is in the building. It is episode number 290 from Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. The audio disseminator is one Jose Bouquet.
What up, Jose? What up, Michael?
Texted 35 minutes ago that he was going to be 45 minutes away still, and then got here in 25 minutes.
Yeah,
that meant I'm going to be here at 6:45 or whatever the fuck time, 8:45, whatever.
Oh, I thought you meant 45 minutes away.
No. I'm semi-punctual.
Oh.
No. At 8:30.
He meant 8:45 ETA.
Oh,
he didn't mean 45 minutes away.
40. I thought you meant 45 minutes.
You know we're not young enough to comprehend.
Yeah, and then
I thought he meant 45 minutes away.
But we're still late this morning.
Yeah.
So, but I'm getting my full hour. I guarantee that. He's hungover as shit.
No, he's not.
There's a bucket of beer in here from last night and yesterday.
Pubapalooza is live. These boys in here drinking.
And look, I know. Look, so his full-time job is Pub Sports Radio, and I understand.
He got a full day.
I understand that, and every year they have all of these different podcasters in here, and that's the reason why we're starting earlier anyway this week to make room for these people, and that's fine. I appreciate. Jeff and Jose and these guys at Pub Sports Radio letting you and I do our thing here since LG decided to commit suicide and kill himself. God rest his soul. And so we needed a house, and I appreciate being housed. However,
I knew it was coming. I knew the butt or the whatever was coming.
And to Jose's credit, I guess he did warn us yesterday that, hey, don't just let you know I'm going to be up all night, probably hungover in the morning.
He said last night was going to be the night they all tie one on. And
so rather than get on him or complain,
it's cool.
Maybe I'll just say I'm happy to be on.
Me too.
At least we're on. I don't hear much in my ears. I'm assuming that there's the music played.
I hear you perfectly.
But did you hear any intro music? I didn't.
I didn't.
Did it go over?
Yes, you're good that way. Yes.
Okay,
we're all good that way.
I'm going to assume everything's fine and then go back and watch it later. Which, by the way, I need to remind him as soon as we get done to load the show. I'm not complaining.
No, I know.
And I'm appreciative.
You just letting them know.
But yesterday, because here's what happened.
I didn't know.
And look, he's busy. He's been toting. He's
got 30 shows to do this week.
How'd you wind up where you had to go get all these assholes from the airport, man?
Yeah. So
just say no.
You know that classic, like in Goodfellas, you get the young guy to do the thing that no one wants to do, and then he just kind of gets stuck doing it. Yeah,
Jeff pays him really well to
listen
do
how
things.
Slurred his speech is.
Is it slurred?
So what do you?
It's gonna be so much worse.
You're
tomorrow.
like Henry Hill here, and Paulie made you go pick everybody up at the airport.
Yeah. And then so one time I'm gonna walk into the bar, and then bang, they're just gonna whack.
Hey man,
sure.
Hey, you'll be all right. It's called paying your dues. He's 27. These guys a good salary.
Well, here's a rule of thumb, young man. If you're gonna do something, do it. So, I'm not upset.
It's being done.
Today, when we get done, I'm going to remind you, because you're a busy guy, you got a lot going on, please load the show, because it costs us views, and it fucks up my inbox with people going, where's the show? Where's the show? Oh,
yeah, I got a few I didn't check. I don't check my inbox often, but I did, and there was a few in there.
Yeah, they get pissed when that thing's not up within like 20 minutes of us being off. So
they love us.
It'll get loaded today. It'll be, I know we're second fiddle here behind pub culture or whatever y'all call it.
Pubapalooza.
Sure.
You got people here from Canada, Mike. They flew in from Canada.
Fine. I am second fiddle, but I'm still a fiddle. So take care of me. Good morning. That's it. Please support our show by commenting into the chat. Support us even further with a tip through the super chat.
Baby, tip.
Jose, here in a moment, I'm sure we'll link the Buy Me a Coffee link.
Yes.
So we can all get us some tips coming in here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Love You Hard TV and become a member for just $6 a month. Last night, we had a surprise members-only show drop.
How about that?
We get to the radio station last night. KLMO, Rudy, and I doing our Thursday night in the building radio on the Lopez Broadcast Family Network. And Mr. Lopez, one of the brothers, Homer, is like, hey, you could run the radio show on your YouTube page. I am like, okay,
sure.
Let's sit down and figure out how to do that. So we wound up running our radio show live last night on the members only feed through Love You Hard TV on the YouTube channel. And all these members were like, whoa, what's going on? What is this? Holy shit, y'all are running the radio show. And we had a bunch of members in here last night watching the radio show in real time.
It pays to be a member.
It does. 6, they got their money worth last night.
Exactly.
Just saying. Not that we won't do more members the rest of the month, but that wound up being really, really, really cool. All right.
What's up?
You're
in deep thought.
Suck.
You?
Yes. And that's time to bag on myself.
So we'll start with the humbling and then we'll get to the bragging.
I went 9-7 on my individual bracket. And if you look at my bracket, it resembles that of a man who does not know what he's doing because he never decides to pay attention to college basketball until the night before the tournament starts.
Same.
And my picks played out. F Clemson. F everything about Clemson.
F Clemson for sure.
They get down by 30 to McNeese State. A bunch of freaking
What was
spares.
it, like 30-3 at some point?
30-13.
30-13.
They come all the way back to within a bucket and still lose.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Clemson had a bad flight home, wherever the hell this game was. And I hope they all get, rot ass when they get back home.
Why are you picking on Clemson of all the teams that you picked that lost? Why them?
Because I had them in the Sweet 16.
Oh, got you. So
I didn't
they already
think they'd lose to McNeese State, fucking Southland Conference or whatever that is.
Especially because they're about to lose their coach, speaking of McNeese State.
Right, and I just figured McNeese would be down to the dumps because their coach is like, yeah, I'm out of this shit box. McNeese, do you even know where that is?
Right.
It says in where is it? What is it?
It's Louisiana.
Yeah, I know, but like where? Fuck nowhere.
I have no idea.
And so the coach has been thrown a life preserver. He's going to go to NC State and coach at a real school. And I just thought Clemson would beat him. And Clemson shit the bed. And then UC San Diego let me down hard too, as well as Utah State. So that's just my fault because, again, I don't bother to watch any college basketball. Thank you, Jose. That's very badass. I don't manage to watch. Let me fix my hair too. I don't manage to watch any college hoops.
Let me fix my hair
until the night before the tournament. Then I'll come in here and act like I know what I'm doing. Then I shouldn't be mad, but I need to start paying more attention earlier in the season next year. I do. I went 9-7. I also did a coin flip bracket. Remember?
Yeah, you remember the coin. If y'all didn't watch yesterday, Mike did a bracket where he just flipped the coin and let the coin pick. What did the coin go?
13-3.
You see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear about anybody acting like they know how this shit goes, dude. Like a coin went 13-3. You went like. Besides, you didn't do the 1 and 2 seed. You did 3 through 6. You did the rest
with the coin flip. So I gave all the 1s and 2s a pass.
Got you.
It's a coin flip. But then from 3 to 14, that was all flippies.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the tournament was all flips too.
So the coin is 13-3
so far. Yes,
that's awesome.
A full 13-3. All right. Here's what else I know. I know that our show bracket that we did together is leading our entire pool. Not only are we whooping the asses of the baseline bums, but we are first overall amongst all of our members and subscribers as well. The In the Building bracket sits atop the standings after one day.
I'm not
college basketball picking some bitches we are.
Yeah, man. I'm like Tim Duncan with it. I expect to win, especially against the bums. Like I don't know about the rest of these dudes in there, but we're gonna beat the bums. We're gonna talk some shit a little bit later on to one of the bums.
Yeah.
About us being. So we're what you said we're tied for. 8-way tie, Jose?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Finnegan, quit being a pussy.
What'd he say?
Bad flight. That's not a cool statement. Oh, okay.
What's not a cool statement?
I'm kidding, dude. You ever heard of facetiousness?
Oh, God.
Because I said I hope they had a bad flight. I don't mean crash, you asshole. I mean like the food sucked. Or 4 of them got food poisoning. Or a couple
or
of them
they had the squirts. Yeah.
Yes. And I, you know, I doubled down on that. What is this sissy ass world we live in? He must be under 35 years old.
Hey,
don't get me rolling on these sorry ass little kids now.
Everything's so offensive. Oh my God! How could you possibly say have a bad flight?
I'm fucking kidding, dude. We're talking about college hoops. God,
do not.
We need to lighten up in this fucking country full of pussies. Clint Eastwood had it right years ago when he did that empty chair speech at the Oscars or whatever the fuck it was.
What was it? Oh,
I was at the Republican National Convention.
Oh God!
And
of all places.
Yeah, and he was there because he didn't want Obama being president. I didn't agree with that, but I agree with Clint. I agreed with Clint's speech that we're getting too fucking soft in this country as people. Yeah, I got to be able to make a plain joke about Clemson. It wasn't like a plane crash joke.
Right.
All I said was, hope they had a bad flight. Like it took long. They had a delay. Some bags got lost. Jesus. Unbelievable.
Hey, y'all unlocked his inner Bill Burr. Don't get Michael Bill Burr Taylor started. It's just 9:20. Don't get him started,
we
y'all.
We got to make America tough again. We turned into a big bunch of fucking pussies in this world where everything's offensive.
That's the 3 P words.
I know.
9:30.
Well, Rudy, my bracket sucked, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed at me mostly. This is probably a lot of projection because I'm upset with myself.
It's all good.
God almighty.
Thank you, Finnegan. Damn.
But our show bracket is doing
tops of how many people in there? 60-something?
What's that? Yeah, 60-something.
Of course.
Number one.
Now.
Number one.
We'll see how today goes. We'll see how today goes.
Yeah, I mean, what do I need today? Let me reach over and
get your cheat sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably wind up wiping my ass with this thing by the weekend because my picture's so terrible. So today, my upset specials for today. Rudy said I'm not allowed to call North Carolina a Cinderella.
No,
they had to get a play.
Like there's certain.
You didn't even think it should be in the tournament.
I didn't. Certain schools should never storm the court.
Yeah.
And certain schools never get to be called Cinderellas. North Carolina is one of them.
All right. Well, I need okay. Well, Drake won for me yesterday. That's good.
You were high on Drake. They're 30-3. They're probably 30 years old, average age. And they won. They won by 10.
I need Akron to beat Arizona. I picked Akron to go to the Sweet 16.
Beat Arizona?
Mm-hmm. I got them beating Arizona and then beating Oregon in the second round. So go Zips. I'm an Akron fan today.
What is their mascot?
The Zips.
Zips.
Yeah.
What's a zip?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
It's the amount of weed.
Yeah, there. It's a
zip.
It's a
zip is an ounce, Jose. But damn, that's not what we doing here, bro.
See, even I didn't know that. I just know it's a random amount of weed. Yeah.
I think this is the perfect lighting. This is the first day the lighting's been on point.
It really is, and then I got my own monitor too, which is exciting.
I love how he pointed it directly at me.
I want to see that caramel
because
spin.
he's like, let me point this directly at Rudy. That's cool. I like it. Somebody said I got my shirt from an LGBTQ gathering. I support the LGBT.
And what's wrong with that?
Exactly. I support them. I love the LGBTQ community. He said I look sharp though, but he said that's where I got it from. Screw you, whoever said that. I think it was Finnegan.
I'm also upset because it won't stop being cold in Texas.
You don't like it a little brisk in the morning?
No, dude. So
you want to wake up to 94 and humid?
No, I just don't want to wake up to 48.
No, I feel you on that.
What is the deal, man? I keep thinking spring's about to be over, but no.
No, the groundhog dude.
Punxsutawney?
No, the groundhog man showed he saw his shadow.
Yeah, Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, he saw his shadow. So we got an extra couple weeks.
You know how that works, Mike. Come on.
We got an extra couple weeks, man. We'd be all right. Yesterday was the first day of spring. So we got 2 more weeks of this.
Mike looks sick of it.
He has on a hoodie. He ain't too bad. Mike likes to be in a t-shirt and flip-flops.
I do.
So this is not Mike's jam.
No, cold to me is under 70.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Under 70, it's cold.
I agree with that.
That's bullshit.
That's my Venezuelan-ness, though.
I'm tired of this, man.
Yeah.
Beaten down by the cold. My bracket sucks. I guess I should be in a better mood because our show's kicking ass, as always, which you can also watch this thing on the Anthem television app.
That's right. What up, Nathaniel?
Anthem TV. Download that app for free. They now run our show several times a day.
10, 3, and 9.
There's no excuse to miss this show, whether you watch it live or not. And a lot of y'all watch it live, and we love all of you, and I appreciate that. But for the vast majority that watch it after it's done, so many outlets. You can go back and watch it on our YouTube channel. You can watch it on the Anthem TV app. And the radio show last night, of course, it's always on 2 different Roku channels, one here and one in Corpus Christi, Texas. So unlimited amount of ways to watch this thing.
You got our Twitter rolling, Jose?
Yes.
We also we live stream this thing on Facebook and Twitter every single day. So I should be in a better mood. You can also listen to this thing on all the major platforms if you just want to listen. Spotify, Apple, iHeart is part of the Believe Podcast Network.
And they might come up late. Just don't yell at Mike and Rudy. You can yell at me.
What might come up late?
Well, no, because I'm going to remind him every day. I'm giving you a mulligan because you're very busy this week.
He's super busy
with a bunch of different things. However, you'll see that if I don't come first, I will get pissy.
That's all right. Hey, that's all right. And Mike Check A, is Jose responsible for uploading the show on Anthem TV?
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You didn't miss sending the Anthem though, did you?
No. I sent that one a little later.
Now, don't ever do that first every day because they're our partner.
Yes, that I took that.
But don't forget if you and Believe will start sending me emails too. Hey, you guys haven't uploaded your show to Spot. We can't run it on Spotify and Apple and all that stuff. So just do your fucking job and everything will be fine.
Did you get your in the building? Did you get your in the building tip?
Yes.
Okay,
I did.
cool.
And we even tipped him today for being late and uploading our show late. He got tipped.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What?
Would you guys like to do my segment here? Rudy doesn't know about this, so I'm excited to surprise him.
I don't really know what's going. I know he's got something in store for us. I don't know what it is. Without further ado, here's apparently who's now taking over our show, Jose Bouquet.
All right,
the audio disseminator. What?
So beautiful. So you, like you said earlier, the Canadians came through and they brought through a Canadian delicacy that we don't have in this country.
Is it poutine?
No, I had one earlier.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, and it's been getting rave reviews. I'll give you the
Bring
bag.
it over.
Ketchup chips. Ketchup chips.
I ain't eating that
This is
shit.
dumb.
Ketchup chips.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Wait, this is a Canadian thing?
This is a Canadian.
Because see, so unlike a lot of these people that are on social media, going to little restaurants for $200, influencer people, like I did a real food show. So I'm actually qualified to do this. So these are ketchup chips.
Yeah.
All right.
From Canada.
And let me tell you now, they are as advertised.
Let me see. What is advertised?
They are ketchup.
Is it Whataburger spicy ketchup?
No. I don't think they got that in Canada.
I hate ketchup.
Well, good. Good. You also hate pickles.
You know what?
No, I don't.
You know what?
I just have a traumatic experience with
Hey.
pickles. Oh, he's going for a second one.
It's like a French fry.
Rave reviews.
Did they bring these with them? Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So this is a legitimate Canadian thing.
I'm not mad at that.
Yes,
I was ready to be highly disappointed and curse Jose out. I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't eat a bag of them.
It's in English and French.
Of course, parlez-vous français.
Made in Canada, fabrique au Canada. It smells like a bag of ketchup.
You're not a ketchup guy, Mike?
No, I don't like ketchup.
Not even Whataburger spicy ketchup?
No, I mean, yeah, but I don't eat it. I like it fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't. I'm a healthy man. I don't need ketchup on things. If it needs ketchup,
I don't do ketchup a lot either.
If you need ketchup, then why are you eating it?
Right.
I know. I'm being
that's
addicted.
flavor. Yeah, you are.
Look how red this one is.
No, don't do that. That's too much. Don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Oh God.
No, go right in the mic for the ASMR effect. We're trying to go viral.
Really?
Chew right on the mic so people can hear it.
See, this is another thing that only young people do. They're a bunch of pussies. They get offended over everything.
That's 4 P words.
And they like to go to bed listening to people eat food in their ears. It's weird. All right, because Rudy wants me to do this.
Yeah, ASMR, man. We gotta play the game. We're trying to get paid. We're not trying to be cool.
What are we gonna be? We should put our show on OnlyFans then.
Why not? See, that's what people want.
God, come get these from me.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not going.
You know what?
I'm not reaching for it again.
But I'm not. You know what? Maybe we do need to invade Canada. Just annex them. That's gross.
So they brought you that. So some of the Canadian podcasts brought that down.
Ugh.
Yes. Yeah. They want to, spread Canadian culture, I guess. I don't know yet. It was very funny.
And the after flavors, it's terrible. I think I'd rather lick an asshole.
Well, of course. Jay Glenn says ketchup on pizza is a must.
Jay Glenn, you're on a witness protection.
Yeah, dog, you're a freaking you're a psychopath.
I think people are trying to trigger me today.
Now make the Canadians eat some Takis.
Ironically, that's what I get triggered by. People that get triggered really easily.
Exactly.
That triggers me.
What are you doing?
It's a vicious
I'm not mad at that chip, Canadians.
Jose, that is terrible, dude.
It's not.
You're okay with it?
No, it's not good.
I think it's awful.
But like, if let's say, I don't mind it. I would put it like on my I like chips on my sandwich.
Where'd y'all take the Canadians for dinner last night? Did y'all make them eat tacos?
They probably ate here at the pub.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mike, unfortunately, there's so much drinking going on that the eating kind of comes in the back burner, and it's definitely just all the food at the lovely Southtown 101.
Oh, well, and the food here is good. I'm not saying that just because we're here. It really is pretty decent, but they need to have like a Mexican dinner.
I would agree with that, but
is everybody staying around here?
Yeah, they're all just Airbnbs, and everyone just kind of stumbles home at the end.
Well, take their asses up to Tito's or Rosario's or something right here in walking distance.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, dude.
I'll take that.
All right. And by the way, you don't know shit about our city, so hit me up and I'll tell you where to send them tonight.
No, I don't. So I will.
It's a miracle he finds this place every day.
If I didn't have my phone,
not without his GPS.
He GPS is still every day. He's lived here 10 years.
I better not get heartburn from that shit.
You might, dude. You're not going to have a good bowel movement either later.
As long as I have one.
That is terrible. All right. Let's move on. I'm trying to get that out of my. I need like gum or something.
Yeah, you got a water over there, don't you?
Yeah, but I need like flavored water. I need gum. All right. This show is presented in part by the official real estate agent of In the Building. It is Jay Ribaldo, my man Jay. Sent us 3 real pretty listings this week because he just moves houses and then on to the next one.
On to the next, baby.
Beautiful listings here. Throw the first listing up there, Jose. Let's go through these. All right, I feel like I'm doing like a housing infomercial. This is great. Beautiful house. Look at that. Bam, just listed. Offering it $350,000 on Jade Spring Road in San Antonio, Texas, where we're based. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,700 plus square feet. Just listed for $350,000. On to the next slide, please. Yeah. In our PowerPoint presentation.
There it is, 282.
Very good. Look at that. That's right there with the medium home price in Bexar County. We talk about this all the time, how Dallas and Tarrant and Harris and Travis are so much more expensive. The average median home price in Bexar County is by far and away the lowest, and our average price is right at $290,000. And that house right there, that's a 2-story house listed at $282,000. In Austin, that's $682,000. Same house.
Yeah, maybe more.
Same house. Now offering a $3,000 closing cost too, or a rate buy down on Blockade Drive. And then flash the last one.
Yeah. And by the way, our Canadian friends astonished when I was telling them, yeah, median price like $270,000. They were like, what? You can get a fucking bloom closet for that in Toronto.
I get it.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Because they're so wrapped up in being offended and helping everybody and overreacting, and they have all this wasted money that goes to shitty causes. They should put it into their housing prices. All right. This one here is only listed for $253,000 on Civilian Road. Also offering a $5,000 closing cost or a rate buy down. There's just 3 examples of these beautiful houses. People think they can't, I can't afford a house. Yes, you can here.
Yeah, you can.
The Canadians were shocked. They're shocked because they've never seen anything like it. If you live in this city or in the vicinity of this city, just about any of us can afford a home. Really, honestly, call Jay. He does all the grunt work for you. You may not think you'll qualify, or you may not think you can afford a home. Let this dude do all the research. He'll run all the numbers. He'll do all the homework for you. You will find the home of your dreams with Jay Ribaldo. 210-887-1081, or you can email Jay directly at jribaldo@kw.com. It's Jay Ribaldo at kw.com.
Jay.
All right. I saw this today. just trying to get up to speed on college basketball. Because I'm all kidding aside, I'm of course I don't know what I'm doing in the picks. I never watch the sport.
No.
But now that it started,
once in a blue,
I start getting into teams and start learning rosters and start learning different storylines and stuff.
Yeah, where's my guy? Go ahead.
Have you guys seen
who
the insane story? And this might make you nuts. I'm interested to see how you're going to react to this. You may have seen this though.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of this kid Amir Khan at McNeese State?
Yeah.
You have? All right.
Just yesterday.
He is not a player. He is the manager of McNeese State.
You saw him bring him out.
And part of his bit as manager is he leads the team out.
Right. He's like, do you remember how Debo used to walk out with the San Fran?
Yeah.
With the 49ers?
So this kid walks out with his big boom box. That's what I call him anyway.
That's what it is.
And he's thumping rap tunes as McNeese State walks out.
And he knows every single word of the songs.
Sure. And he's like super manager for them, which is great. It's McNeese State. It's in the middle of DFE. Awesome. You're McNeese State. You got to do what you have to do. It's almost, when you're McNeese State, you almost have to market yourself like a minor league baseball team to get yourself on the map. And the school's taking a huge shine to this kid. The cheerleaders wear knee-high socks with their cheerleading outfits with this kid's face all over the socks.
Yes, AD's cousin.
That's unfortunate. Although AD says aren't like a billion of them related anyway. There's a billion Indians that do relate. They're all related somehow on a tree. So this kid has turned this into a lucrative NIL deal.
Wait a minute, the manager got an NIL deal?
He's the first manager to sign an NIL deal.
I bet one of his people hooked him up.
Dude, 3 different ones, as a matter of fact.
I bet they're all Indian owned.
Oh my God.
Why wouldn't you look out for your own? Why wouldn't you?
The kid gets on average 200,000 views every time he posts on Twitter.
And see, I bet no one else from McNeese State even gets a Pell Grant.
No, his nickname is Aura.
But he's got to pay for everything on the road.
This
Yo, Amir, you got lunch, you got dinner. Amir's buying, bro. You don't even play. You buying.
This kid has endorsement deals. He's the manager. He has endorsement deals with Buffalo Wild Wings, Insomnia Cookies, and Tick Pick, whatever Tick Pick is.
Tick Pick.
I'm not sure I want
ticket
to
buying.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a ticket buying app?
Like SeatGeek.
That's a funny name, Tick Pick. That's funny.
It's a good bit, because I was thinking something nasty.
He's a freaking senior at McNeese State, and he's their manager, and the kid's got 3 endorsement deals. And you and I are sitting here, I'm putting up with people upset over.
You know what? Now, you know what? They might make an Elite 8 run.
Wow.
Just off the admit, because when every time there's a story, who was it? Who was the school up in Chicago with the little old lady?
Loyola Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Loyola.
Whenever there's something attached to it, it kind of takes on a life of its own, and then and then the crowd, which is a neutral crowd, gets behind you.
Right.
You feel like it's a home game. So we're all down for Amir Khan.
Okay, dude.
God.
His name's not AD. Sing's gonna put a hit on you.
Holy Lord. Rudy's not going to be welcome back.
Oh, man, that's my brother. I can talk shit about him.
It is in the building. We are doing something wrong. We don't. Is this? Some kids make it look so easy out there.
Dude,
200,000 views and multiple NIL deals.
We haven't put ourselves out there enough.
We're just probably too old too.
And yeah.
You guys just got younger. You guys.
No, there's plenty of old people making buku social media money.
I know, man. I know. We're hustling. We're doing fine. Ain't like we're broke.
But I need 200,000 views a pop.
Yeah, man. Buffalo Wild Wings actually hooked him up with his own boombox. It's got the Wild Wings logos on the speakers now.
Yeah, that's millions of dollars of promotion right there.
God almighty. It's genius. And Buffalo Wild Wings is getting all the run they could possibly get out of this kid.
Rudy, I know this will be important to you. Like I said, he raps all the songs word for word, bar for bar.
What? Why would I care about rap?
Rudy, that's not the part. He doesn't say it, Rudy. Every time the song says it, he stops. He has respect.
That's fine, because in today's world, everybody uses it, so that's cool on his part. But
he's also on camera walking out the team, so if he said it in that setting, that would be crazy.
It wouldn't matter.
So I'm rooting for McNeese now because of the kid.
Me too.
Jose,
We need storylines.
have you linked the Buy Me a Coffee link yet?
I have not linked it to the YouTube.
I have people requesting it.
And I need that.
Yes,
We need to get our Mircon.
Mijo, do I need to give you a checklist every day? I'm happy to make you one.
No, but you know what I can do?
Yeah.
I can tell you guys that right now that Tulsa State Fair Skyride bought a coffee. He said, "Good that you hear on radio yesterday. Very nostalgic from driving home in rush hour." Taylor,
all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Aaron Canuper said, "Aaron in the building por Vida."
Thank you. Thank you for your donations. Yes, Matt, I'm thoroughly ass whipped today. I'm ass whipped because my picks suck. I'm ass whipped because it's cold outside. And I'm ass whipped because I have to put up with people. That's a bad joke about the air flight. Oh my
You
God.
still on that? That was at 9:03.
Yeah, but I'm not going to let these people go, Rudy.
I'm not going to let them win.
You always say that the reason why these kids have gotten soft is because we are.
It is because of us.
Us.
It's us.
So we need to crack the whip now.
We crack the whip.
It's time.
Let's do it.
And, you know, it's hard to parent that way because it's way easier to keep the box closed than to let the kid out and then try to get him back into the box. But we've got, as an American society, our kids are out of control. They're all a bunch of pussies, and we got to get them wrangled up. We got to get them out, and it's hard because the horses are all out are all running out in the fucking fields. They're all up over the hills and far away. We got to get on our horses and go put ropes on them and bring them back in and bring them back to reality.
All right.
So you guys this is like a test. Like I'm your little like test subject right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm thinking about putting together a to-do list for you. And look, and all kidding aside, he has a lot on his plate. Our show is not easy to run.
No, it's not.
Would you agree with that?
I agree 1,000%.
Sure. Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff you have to think about with our show.
Yeah.
You know, and I appreciate the efforts. However, don't fuck it up anymore. See, that's quality parenting. Hey, exactly. I totally get what's going on. It's all good. We just got here. Our show's busy to run, but stop fucking up. That's good parenting. You've heard me. I talk to my own kids like that too.
Of course we do.
I have a birthday lunch today when I get done today. My oldest girl turns 27.
Okay.
Yeah, tell her we said hello.
I will do that. And I'm going to take her to lunch. I'm going to buy her. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm going to buy her lunch.
We just said, well, Rudy was the one looking. He was taken aback.
I'm going to buy her lunch.
Why are you so quick to tell her
hello? I'm going to tell her I love her. And I'm going to preach to her about the maintenance on her car because she's terrible at it. So you got to get them all in.
Can you just tell her tomorrow?
No, I'm here to make
people
better.
Why would you tell her on her birthday?
Because why not? That's just I can't think of a better time. Love you. Happy birthday. So proud of you. That car needs to be washed. Rudy, I co-signed on that car.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, yeah. Tell her today. Brian Whitener, happy Friday, fellas. In the building. Thank you for the $20, Brian. Half Mexican Whitener.
Oh.
Yeah. B. White. He's been around for a long time. Long time.
He's an Arsenal fan, but we don't hold that against him.
That's fine.
That's will.
All right.
Yeah. Anywho.
I don't even really have a team anymore. I used to.
Yeah, I know. You were a Liverpool?
No, so I started off.
Oh, no, you were Man U.
I started off. No, I started off Arsenal.
Arsenal, okay. I knew it was one of the red ones.
And because I don't tolerate pussies. After about 4 seasons, what's my pussy count?
7.
After about 4 years of being an Arsenal man, I realized this thing sucks. They're soft.
Yeah.
They got all the money in the world and they're soft and they can't keep their stars and they're never going to get over the hump. They're going to be a bridesmaid forever.
They still are, yeah.
And then I switched and I decided to switch leagues just to try it out. I went to Barca, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, "Oh, well, way to pick Messi's team."
I remember when Twitter was all over your ass when you switched to Barca. I remember that.
Oh, okay. Oh, pick the team with Messi on it. You know why I picked Barca? Because I've always wanted to go to Spain. There was something about watching La Liga for a change because it was different. Even though it was harder to watch the games and half of them were in Mexican, it was hard. It was something different. I liked Barca because I loved Gerard Piqué. Their badass defenseman who was married at the time to Shakira, the noted pop star.
Then he cheated on her, right?
Oh yeah, I believe he did.
Yes. Oh yeah,
many times.
Is she dating Lewis Hamilton now?
I'm not sure, but she needs to pay her taxes as well.
Jesus, we all do. Shit, I need to pay.
So I don't really have. I tried Chelsea. It must be the Taylor curse. Then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna root for. I spent 1 season with Chelsea because my brother's a Chelsea man. And so I just wanted to support him. And I watched Chelsea for a season. And in that 1 year, Rudy, 1 year.
They got relegated.
No, they didn't get relegated. But they damn sure should have, as terribly as underachieving as they were that season. I was a fan. Turns out their owner was like all buddy with Putin.
Yep.
And was backing the war effort in Ukraine.
Yep.
And so the English Premier League actually ostracized the owner, who was a billionaire. He's one of these guys who had these yachts the size of a city, and basically was forced out. And they wound up selling Chelsea to a bunch of American dumbasses that immediately ran the franchise into the ground.
Yes.
So I've had bad luck with my teams. I don't currently have a soccer team. I really would like to adopt a new one. But every time I get into this subject, I have 10 emails. Please don't adopt my team. Please don't become a fan of my team.
Oh, can I give you a recommendation?
Sure.
You should watch the Hulu show that Rob McElhaney and
well, that's like
Deadpool.
That's like tier 3 though, dude.
Well, now they've been promoted 3 times in a row. They're gonna get promoted again.
All right,
and
I
they're
get
gonna be
it.
in Division 2.
Here's the problem: if I become a Wrexham fan, I'm jumping on the cool hotness.
Well, what the
thing.
fuck was Chelsea and Arsenal?
My brother was a Chelsea fan. That's the reason I picked Chelsea.
Well, you like American owners.
I picked Arsenal to start with because my ex-sister-in-law lived near the Emirates, near the stadium, outside of London for a little while. And I picked that randomly because of her. I want a personal reason to root for somebody, you know. I didn't mean to get off on this tangent.
It's all good.
I just don't have a team. I don't have a team, man.
You don't need one.
Well,
yeah, I don't need one. I can just watch soccer. And Rudy's beaten down by soccer talk.
No, I'm not. I like soccer. I'm fine with soccer.
Well, I'll just mention quickly that you guys should jump on the USL bandwagon because they just recently announced that all the owners of supermajority accepted a promotion relegation for the USL, and that's the league that the San Antonio team is in.
That's
SAFC.
right.
They're currently
leading. But I'm not going to have a Bush League team. I want a big league team.
Well, that's the point. The MLS is slacking. They're going to get their asses kicked by this USL and the promotion relegation, and they're going to be the number one.
Man, we go to one SAFC game a year. That's enough.
Right.
I go once a year. I'm a fan of SAFC. I'm talking about a big boy club, a real club, a European club. All right. Far West Texas says, Taylor, are you rocking Adidas Ultra Boosts? I walked in today and I had my ass turned to Jose because I was in my bag getting something. And he goes, nice shoes, man. And I thought he was talking to you. I thought you had walked in behind me. And I looked, it was like this weird silence. And I look up and go, oh, you talking to me?
Mike doesn't know. Mike just picked up.
Well,
Mike, that's the last thing on Mike's mind. He picked some good shoes on accident.
Decent shoes.
Yeah, they're
nice
dope.
shoes.
These are nice shoes. Well, you know why I picked these?
They're comfortable.
I picked these.
They are.
They are Are these called Boosts?
Ultra Boost. Yeah.
I think so.
Sure. Okay.
They're comfortable.
I'll take your word for it. I'm a rich man. I guess they don't know he's rich. Are these like real expensive or something?
I don't know.
They're pretty like
they're decent
$100,
price.
$120 shoes, but they're nice. Yeah.
All right, thank you. They're really comfortable. I got them because they're the same color scheme as the University of Miami Hurricanes.
I think those are actually their like specific Ultra Boost.
Yeah. This is the U, right? This is the U.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I'm right about that. Yeah. I'm a longtime supporter of the U, and so I picked it because it's got U colors. So there's shoe talk.
I like them.
No, I love
shoe. I'm a shoe guy, so we could do a whole shoe show if you want it.
Well, okay. I'm glad this came up because so we're doing this show. What is the date? This the 21st?
22nd.
Okay.
21st.
A week from tomorrow, Nina and I are taking her son to SneakerCon in Houston.
Dope.
We're gonna go spend the whole day in Houston, wherever the SneakerCon
Hope he saved his
is.
money.
Oh, he does well. He's got a job. He does good. We're proud of him. He always has good money. For a high school kid, he's got pretty good money. Yeah, we're gonna go to SneakerCon, and I'll come home next week with some sweet videos.
Yeah, they do these deals. They go up. You walk up to the table.
Yeah.
Hey, let's make a deal. If can't make a deal, let's flip a coin. Like,
have you been to one of these?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sneaker shows are cool, man. It's a cool just seeing the environment, seeing some of the rare shoes you can see. You might need to roll.
Content from the building.
You got to roll. You got to roll on something.
You got to catch some of the bartering as well.
Yeah, the bartering is the fun part.
Don't they have like $10,000 sneakers and shit?
More than that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
More than that.
Incredible. All right. So yeah, thanks for the compliment on the shoes. Now I feel good about myself.
So I get Mike feeling better about himself, get him out of his bad mood. Tell him how great he is.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Mike, your hair looks great today, Mike.
Thank you.
Your hair looks good. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much.
All right.
He's not even using the readers.
Not yet. I haven't relied on them yet. Although here in a minute when we punch, I think I'm going to have to use them. All right. Yeah, I saw you post something. Slackers has a new bit they want to get into, right?
Did I post it?
Thank you. You sent something. I saw something you put somewhere. I've got 45 different social.
Oh,
media
dude, I
accounts.
post so much now. I'm trying to become that guy that posts 7 times a day.
See,
8 times a day.
I'm forced to because of all the different things we're doing.
Right.
I have to. Slackers, the official sports bar of In the Building. They got 5 locations in and around the area. I swear you posted something.
I posted this live music thing.
Oh, okay, the live music.
Yeah, live music.
Yeah. So
it's tonight. Haywire.
They got a concert series starting at the Med Center location. For those that live in the San Antonio area, it's up on Fredericksburg Road. That was the first crawfish boil that I went to because of you.
And they already have the next one. The next one is April 19th at the Rector location. But tonight it's all about Haywire.
A band called Haywire
at
tonight.
The Med
Slackers
Center.
Med Center. All right, and they're going to have a bunch of different local bands because they support local music. And it's going to be all over the place at all the different Slackers. 5 locations: St. Mary's, Med Center, North Star Mall location, 281 and Thousand Oaks, and the Nacogdoches location. All right,
get out there tonight.
Day 1 of the NCAA tournament is past us. We're getting ready for day 2. For those that watch this show live, after one day in the building, is leading the standings overall.
Yeah.
Not only are we beating all the different people and subscribers that jumped into our league pool, we are beating the shit out of our cohorts, our brethrens
that called us out
and challenged us. It is the Baseline Bums who challenged us to a turn. So we have a show bracket too that is kicking ass and is number 1 overall. All right. One of the guys that does Baseline Bums.
The others weren't even man enough to show up.
Well, we don't. I'm not going to stop down for all 3 of their asses.
No,
1 is fine. All right, bring me the face of one Rob Moore when you get a chance. There he is. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, guys? I love that intro right there. Just really teeing me up. I'm glad you guys are feeling really confident about your bracket. I'm glad.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't we? It's in first place, Rob. It's the best one.
Well, hey, honestly, I have a theory because whenever games started, I went to find the In the Building bracket, and I actually didn't see one in there. And all of a sudden,
that's a fair assessment.
Hold on. I'm just saying I wanted to see who y'all picked and where y'all were at, and I couldn't find it. And all of a sudden, a few extra teams were added to the group. It went from 56 to 60 teams. All of a sudden, I see In the Building. So hey, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, that's a fair assessment.
You can listen to the show to listen to the picks.
We didn't post our bracket until well after the games had started. That is a you know what? I have my only comeback is my slap dick producer forgot to post our thing.
No, you're all
had
good.
A long day. No, all that we posted it before any of the finals came in.
Right.
It was posted
and we got some bunch wrong.
Final.
So it's not like if I want to really cheat, I'm gonna go undefeated.
Well, no. You got to get a few wrong on purpose to make it look good. So we're in first place. Well, where's the Bums? Where are they at amongst everybody? I mean, obviously it's us versus them. Where are they, Jose? Like, how many games ahead of them are we?
Not many.
We're like 2 games up.
2 games up.
Oh, we're only 2 games up.
Can you tell what was the difference? Like, did they get the Louisville Creighton game wrong?
They picked UCSD. You guys picked Georgia.
UC suck dick.
And you guys played Utah State and Kansas.
But I will say this: whenever you look at future points, you guys had Clemson and VCU making it to the Sweet 16. You guys already have 2 future picks in the next round that are already wrong, which we don't have. So
you're right about that.
When you look at future points, we actually are projected to have more. So
all right, let's look at future points, Rob. You have your head so far up AJ's ass, you let him pick Texas Tech in the Final Four. That's where you probably screwed yourself.
Well, I mean, I think Texas Tech is playing really, really great basketball.
You make the case for the Raiders.
You agreed with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. Well, first of all, there's 3 of us, so if there's one person that has any pushback, obviously the majority wins. But
is that how y'all did it?
That's how we did
it
too.
Absolutely. So it was a situation where I know it's going to be a close game, but I just think matchup wise, it works really well. The Florida Gators don't really respond well when the opposing team's best player is primarily paint oriented. So I really think that if we are fully healthy, which we were sitting McMillan last game, so he gets a little bit more pep in his step. I think if we're fully healthy by that time and we can make it through St. John's, who really didn't look that great for most of the game, I think we can get through them. And if we're fully healthy by Florida, I think that's going to be a close game.
Are you a Red Raider too?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Cool. I thought it was just AJ. So you're a Red Raider as well.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Okay, because he got a lot of we's.
He kept saying we. I was like, hold up.
Okay, so Rob, did you meet AJ in school? Is that where y'all met?
We went to high school together. We went to college together. I've known AJ. I've known AJ for most of my life.
Okay, cool. Well, look, dude. So tell us about Baseline Bums. When did y'all get started? What made you decide to start doing it? And tell us about the origin of the Bums.
The origin of the Bums. I mean, I started just randomly posting stuff on TikTok. I saw a bunch of kids starting to disrespect the players that I grew up loving and, talking shit about Tim Duncan and saying that, KD would wipe the floor with Larry Bird. I'm like, hold on a second. I got to step in here and start educating some of these kids that are getting out of hand real quick. And it started to turn into a little bit of a following, and I was able to monetize that. And I was like, dude, I got to start a podcast talking some hoops with some people that I just love talking hoops with. And so
very cool.
AJ, I've been talking hoops with him for 20 years now, and so it just makes sense to bring him, and then a few other people. We have consistent guests from a lot of the TikTok and social media community that I have. So it's just all really, really great stuff.
It's crazy that y'all's best athlete is a female.
Well, I mean, hey, you walk into
Cheryl Swoops is the greatest walking Red Raider of all time.
Oh, dude. And we don't shy away from that. You walk into the United Spirit Arena and there's a huge mural of her all over the wall. It's massive. It's we're Team Swoops, but her takes have been kind of crazy lately.
Wait, so Patrick Mahomes isn't above Cheryl Swoops already?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, about Patrick Mahomes.
Wait a minute. What's Cheryl Swoops talking shit about?
She's talking shit about all kinds of stuff, just really hating on this new wave of WNBA players. I would say
she's out there.
Yeah, just kind of really hating on the fact that they're out here getting a lot of money and recognition, and
he's mad that the league has progressed
a little bit. It's just so funny hearing the difference between someone like Cheryl Miller and someone like Miller and Cheryl Swoops. It's just absolutely different, an older generation embracing the youth, and then someone just completely, fighting it.
Great.
All right, sir. All right. Good luck. Not too much. Have fun in second place. Get used to it, because they've got Tech in the Final Four, and they've got Houston winning the title.
I'm not mad at that pick. I'm not mad at that pick.
So we had a couple of
studs. I picked Florida, but the team went with Duke.
Okay, Rudy wants to remind me that he's picked Florida, even though he got outvoted for Duke. So we'll revisit here next week and see where we all are.
And long live Stanley Bonowitz, San Antonio's own Stanley Bonowitz, state champion Stanley Bonowitz. Anyway,
thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, Holmes.
Good to see you, bro.
All right, take care.
Absolutely.
Rob.
Thanks for having me.
Watch that show. They're on at least twice a week, sometimes 3. Those poor guys, they were rolling there about 2 months ago. I actually did their show a couple of months ago. Everything was great. Wemby was kicking ass every night. The Spurs were improving.
They got Fox.
Everything's fine. They had to go through they've had a dramatic season over there.
Yeah.
With Pop getting sick, and then Mitch having to try to keep them treading water, and then Wemby just getting better and better, and then the trade, and then the bottom falls out on the Spurs. Man.
Shows me. I mean, I feel like it's like the Cowboy talk is more fun when they suck. So maybe that's happened. Maybe it's the same for them.
No,
it's not the same.
No, because it's only 17 Cowboy games. They got to watch 82 of these things.
You're right.
So Godspeed to Rob joining us from Austin as part of the Baseline Bums on Love You Hard TV. Be watching for all of their different show drops. Show presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor. As always, they got monthly specials. And as always, 5% off when you mention in the building at any of the 7 area Texas Cheer Liquors, 6 in the greater San Antonio area, and then the one up in Barney, Texas. And in all of them, whether it's the one way the hell down there headed to Elmendorf or the one way up there in Barney, you go on there and mention in the building and get yourself 5% off at all locations when you mention us.
That's right. And you got about a week and a day to take advantage of those March specials. That Burnett's Gin, still $9.99 for a liter. You still got the Jose Cuervo 4-packs. You get 2 or more, you get 10% off.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you get the big boy half-gallon Svedka vodka for only $19.99. You got a few days. Go take advantage of those March specials. Load up and just have them sitting around, man. They do this for the people. And we're celebrating AD's cousin, Amir Khan, at Mid-East State. So go and support Texas Cheer Liquor.
Yeah. We don't have Rob on again at some point. Matt brings up a good point.
What's
so Rob was a pretty good high school player.
Oh, he was?
He was on a Bernie team that went to state in 2008. Yeah.
Oh, he's a young fella.
Rob can hoop.
Rob can hoop?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's good. He can hoop. That beard weighed him down a little bit, but that's what kept him back.
I'll take him.
I'll take him. No, I want to beat their asses.
Oh, yeah, me too. I ain't trying to lose to anybody.
I'm trying to lose to nobody at nothing.
Except ping pong. Y'all can have that shit.
Oh, you never playing again, are you?
No.
For the knee?
What happened?
That's what he tweaked his knee on last week. Remember?
27 years.
That's a lot of beer and weed ago. He forgot. Yeah. How is your knee doing?
It's a little better. It's fine. No, I'm able to walk.
That didn't sound much better.
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm able to get around and shit.
He's not swinging a golf club.
Oh yeah, I am.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That ain't
so he's back.
I took off 2 weeks.
Can you shoot a basketball right now? Like, can you take a jump shot?
I can take a jump shot.
And come down and you're fine?
I don't know. Good question.
I was going to say, you said yes, but now you say good question.
About jumping?
Yeah, not a free throw.
I can go and swing I can go swing a golf club and get through.
Okay, but you can't jump up and down right
I don't know about that.
Can you plant? It's the right knee, right?
Yeah.
Can we continue to do some jumping jacks right now?
Nah, I ain't doing that. I want no earthquake to start.
All right, so there's Rob from Baseline Bums. Michael Gallup. I forgot about him being alive.
Don't he suck now?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
Mike Gallup had 2 good seasons for the Cowboys and then blew his knee out, and they paid him anyway.
Who is they?
You know who they are.
I'm not trying to piss you off any more than you already been pissed off today. No, go ahead.
I'm done being mad at them. I just no longer give a shit. I'm full indifference on them now. They're not worth my energy, you know. They give him a monster contract extension despite the fact that he blows his knee out, despite the fact that he's clearly not a number 1 wide receiver. He's a really solid number 2 or 3 guy.
Slot, whatever.
Sure, he's a fine guy. He made a lot of big plays for them. He'd be one of those guys where you don't hear from him for 3 quarters and makes an amazing, spectacular 40-yard catch in the 4th quarter.
Tough play catcher.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He had some good catches for them. And they give him number 2 wide receiver money after a knee blowing it. Then they dump Amari Cooper, thinking that Michael Gallup was going to replace him, which was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike Gallup can't hack, and his knee took forever to get well. And so he winds up cut. A dumbass decision by a dumbass football team called the Dallas Cowboys. That's who they are. So he goes to the Raiders, doesn't get out of training camp, and retires. That's it. Yesterday, out of nowhere,
Dan Quinn said, dust them cleats off.
Michael Gallup has come out of retirement to sign with DC. How about that? He's rejoining Dan Quinn.
If somebody wants me to come with a quick direct deposit of $1 million or $2 million, I'm coming as well.
Well, I mean, Dan's not just Dan obviously has to see that he's well. He must be in good shape.
Right.
He's had 2 years off basically to get the knee right and get himself well. And I'll guarantee you, I don't know how he's going to do for them, but he will bust his ass for Dan. He will, because he's been given another chance. Deebo Samuel's another one that came out yesterday. Y'all watch. I'm fine. I'm going to be good. He's so grateful to the Commanders for trading for him.
For a 5th round.
It doesn't matter. They saved him.
Yeah.
You know, and he's vowed to go to D.C. and kick ass at least for the next couple of years for them. Say what you want about Deebo or Michael Gallup. The Commanders are not just sitting around, oh, we went to the conference championship game, we're going to run it back. No, they are improving. The Commanders are a franchise that wants to win the championship, and they're a franchise that looks like they'll do whatever that looks like. Isn't that nice, Commanders fans, former Redskins fans? It must be nice to have a franchise that you support, knowing that the ownership and the management will do whatever it takes to win. Unlike Cowboy fans, we know that our managers and coaches and our owners, they'll do a lot of things it takes to win. Not everything. But in D.C., they'll do whatever it takes to win. That's the thing that I get bitter with being the Cowboy.
No, that makes sense. Even Philly,
I know that
even Philly,
my team will not do all the things that you have to do to win. They just won't. Period. They just won't.
Yeah.
They just won't. It's unfortunate. All right, show brought to you in part as well by Orlando Kell. It's time for people I want to punch here today on In the Building. Rudy J, who are you going to punch today, and why?
I'm going to punch.
Time out. Hang on. It's In the Building.
Oh yeah, what's up, Jose?
On Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for people I want to punch.
Well,
we're going to get this down soon.
One of these days, I'll get this right.
We'll get it right. It's
punching?
new. I'm going to punch the Defense Department.
Who?
The Defense Department of the James family.
The United States Defense Department?
Yeah. Of the LeBron.
Jose, bring that music down. That's all I can hear.
Of the LeBron, the Defense Department.
You
of
let it
LeBron,
run just low.
Yeah. The Defense Department of the LeBron James family.
Oh, I thought you meant the United States Defense Department.
No, I don't want no problems. I don't want to lose no subscribers. Even though I could punch eyeliner boy all day long, but I won't. Right. So let me get this right.
Now,
we cannot criticize the 55th pick. Cool. But when he has 17 points in garbage time in a 29-point loss, we can praise him. That's okay. We can praise the child. We can praise my fucking kid. But we cannot criticize the 55th pick. So he had 17 points last night. Little G League dude. Last name James. Little G League dude that made, didn't get signed a 2-way deal. Gave him $5 million as soon as he got off the plane. Little G League dude. Had 17 points in a meaningless game where Luka and LeBron were perfectly healthy and could be playing. That's a whole other topic. But we can praise his bullshit at 17 points, but we cannot criticize him when he scores 0 points and has 4 turnovers. Again, the James family is awesome. They're an awesome group of people. Lovely wife, great kids. LeBron may be the GOAT. Happy for Bronny, but the Defense Department can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. If we're gonna praise him, then with that praise, if tomorrow he has 17 air balls, we should be able to say something. It's just the fan base is they're no different than MAGA, and I say that, but I'm not getting into politics. I'm just saying, like, MAGA, there's nothing that Trump and his people can do wrong. Like, they don't have the balls to say, hey, you know what, I do love Trump and I'm gonna continue to support Trump, but that was wrong. The James Defense Department is the same. Like, you can love LeBron, and say, that was stupid. I didn't like that. And still love him. If you really love somebody, you tell them the truth. And praising him but not wanting him to be criticized is very MAGA-like. It's really cultish, dude. Like,
so you're punching the fans.
I'm punching the fans. That's why I said the James Defense Department. The James Defense Department has come flying to the rescue again. Oh, look, you see? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Punch the LeBron James Defense Department. Y'all are the most annoying fan base. It's y'all. They passed up the Cowboys a long time ago. It used to be the Cowboys, but the thing about it is people like Mike have come to their senses and been like, you know what, I'm not defending this bullshit no more. You know what I mean? And a lot of Cowboy fans have come around to that. So punch the most annoying fan base in sports history, the LeBron James Defense Department, for praising a 17-point effort in a 29-point blowout in all garbage time minutes. It's disgusting, and they make me sick to my stomach. A bunch of pizzas.
And I think in 3 years, LeBron will be the owner of the Las Vegas whatever.
He will be, and his son will have a spot on the team.
Will be a reality TV star.
No, he'll be on his dad's team.
Playing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, man, I love LeBron James as a player, and I think he's the best player of all time. I ain't trying to start that.
You call out all parties when they need to be called out.
Well,
though.
Sure.
In any walk of life.
I mean, we've talked about this since the draft. And there's a saying that I live by, and that is winners get to do what they want.
And he's getting to
do it. And LeBron James is a winner. But that gets tested sometimes.
And I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'm just saying, I'm okay with it praising him. But y'all can't come crying and defending him when we criticize him. That's all I'm saying. I'm fine with him having a job. Yeah. I'm happy that somebody has that kind of power. But with that comes scrutiny. He's a grown man. If the college kids are grown,
he just shouldn't be on the Lakers is the point.
Well, that's winners get to do what they want.
LeBron's
a winner.
And that is
a great
Exhibit
winner.
A.
Maybe the greatest winner of all time.
Exhibit A.
Used to be.
Who is that? Who's that from Port A giving us money, man?
Pedro is in the building. Love the show. Watching y'all from the beaches of Port A and the land of the Trump flag. Have a great weekend.
It is. I'm like, dude, y'all won already. Put the flags away. You won. And he's gonna run for the third term. He's gonna be here forever.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to have a new law that presidents can. We're gonna have a lifetime presidency.
Hey, welcome to Venezuela, guys.
I would not be shocked if it goes through. So who you punching, Mike?
I want to punch former John and Jim Harbaugh assistant coach Matt Weiss.
Oh. Interesting. I'm tuned in. What do you got? What did Matt Weiss do?
Matt Weiss is in hell of trouble for stealing the identities of thousands of young women all over America.
Wait, what?
And sending their pictures. This guy was hacking into.
This is a former NFL assistant coach.
And college. He was at Michigan with Harbaugh when they won the Natty. And he's also worked for the Ravens with John. Harbaugh's like this guy. They're distancing from him now.
What did this bastard do?
All right, Yahoo Sports. Former Michigan co-offensive coordinator Matt Weiss is facing over 20 federal charges for allegedly hacking into the accounts of thousands of college athletes and women across the country to access their personal, intimate digital photographs and videos while he was an employee at Michigan. He'd been charged with 14 counts of unauthorized access to computers, 10 separate counts of aggravated identity theft. He was at Michigan under Jim for 2 years. He was in Baltimore and worked for John too in the past with the Ravens as an assistant coach. According to the indictment, this guy Weiss targeted female athletes. This is so creepy. Researched and targeted these women based on their school affiliations, athletic history, and physical characteristics.
Let's just say he picked out the ones he was attracted to.
He kept extensive notes about physical appearances and characteristics of the women, whose accounts he accessed and downloaded the passwords that they used for their accounts through a third-party vendor. Hacking these people.
What? When do you sit down and think of this?
How gross, man.
When do you sit down and think of this, though?
And so he's taking these pictures of these athletes and taking their intimate pictures, their pretty faces and bathing suits and stuff, and selling them to these black market scumbag sites that are just posting these girls up for idiot dudes that never get laid to gaga over. It's not enough that you're making $1 million.
So those random pages that aren't run by the said female, it's just run by whatever.
He was using real women's photos to make these fake accounts and sell them out there.
Wow.
Only a sick maniac does this. I mean, you're making lots of money as an assistant with the Ravens. You're on a national championship team at Michigan.
You're high six figures.
And you're spending all of your downtime hacking into the accounts of college chicks so you can sell it. And it wasn't about the money. He was getting off to it. This sick maniac shit.
What is wrong with people? Again, I'm not a big dog guy, but I understand why people love their dogs more, because humans are stupid. Like, who sits around and thinks of this?
Right. Sick maniacs. Weirdos. Punch this guy.
Yeah, double punch. That's a great punch. Yeah, I did not see that story.
It's Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer. If you find out your husband has been hacking into the accounts of young college athletes all over America and selling their likenesses to pervert bot sites, divorce his son of a bitch ass and call Orlando Kell at 210-775-4995 or email O'Kell directly, orlandokell.law@gmail.com. orlandokell.law@gmail.com. Thank you, Jose. So Jim Harbaugh's got one motherfucker going all over college football, filming other people's games from the
in their clothes, in their
pretending
merch,
to be their fan. Yeah, another motherfucker online creeper stalking young chicks all day long. Still won the Natty though.
Still won the Natty. Jim's had his issues.
Banners do fly forever.
Didn't they get in trouble for practicing too much?
Hail Big Blue. Golly, man. Not good.
No.
Jonathan's in there. How do I find y'all's show on the KLMO radio app? You have to catch it live on the app.
Yeah.
Yeah. The app just runs their live feed all day.
But if you were a member, you could go to our members only section on our YouTube page.
That is correct.
And watch it, because we posted the last night's show to our members only.
Jonathan, what I would say is do exactly what Rudy just said. Go to YouTube and go to Love You Hard TV and go to our members only page and click join. That's how you become a member. It's only $6 a month, man. And we're going to start posting all of our radio shows we do in members only, which we did last night. Mm-hmm. Or you can go back and watch the show on the KLMO Roku channel, which it's K Alamo, ALAMO, Alamo Tejano Alamo on Roku. Or just email me, Jonathan, and I will send you a link if it makes it easier. I'm serious. I'll send anybody a link who needs one, because I'm an old man and I need links sent to me too. All right, before we get out of here today.
What's up?
Did you see Full Metal Jacket?
Of course. Where they beat up the fat kid with socks?
Jesus.
Yeah, but they had soap. Listen to the young guy. Jesus.
Is that what the movie I'm talking about?
Yeah. They
Gomer Pyle?
They put
yeah.
They put the soap bars in socks and beat the shit out of him. Yeah. The guy that played Rafter Man died this week.
Which one was he?
So when they go to so you watch the whole movie, right?
Yeah, of course.
So when Matthew Bodine's character Joker goes over to Vietnam and he's working for Stars and Stripes magazine, they give him a sidekick, Rafter Man. And Rafter Man.
Oh, I see.
That guy was in a lot of TV shows in the 80s. Yep, that's Rafter Man.
Rafter Man, gotcha.
That guy was in a bunch of TV shows in the 80s, like massive shows. Stuff that, I mean, if you go back and look at old big shows in the 80s,
it's like a Val Kilmer type.
He's a character actor. And he was great as Rafter Man. The scene, Jose, did you see Full Metal Jacket?
No.
Oh, okay, we got to give him like a movie assignment here and there as a young dude. That'd be a fun bit. We have the
he made us eat ketchup chips. He needs to do some shit for us.
Yeah, the Zillennial watches Gen X movies.
Yeah,
we should give you. Are you down to do something like that?
Sure.
All right,
as long as he's not eating things.
It's got to be. We got to give him movies that catch his attention quickly.
Well, this one will.
Have you seen Menace to Society?
No.
Boys in the Hood.
I watched it for about 25 minutes, and then I know that something terrible happens to Ricky. Something horrible happens to Ricky. I don't know what.
Juice.
No. Is that OJ?
You gonna make him watch a bunch of gangster movies? Okay.
He said,
I'm gonna make him watch Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket is a good one. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, great movie.
Okay. Yeah. So Full Metal is one of my favorite movies of all time. The great R. Lee Ermey, who plays the drill sergeant. Ah, what a great scene. The opening scene when he comes in there and addresses them is so good. So Joker's character winds up working for Stars and Stripes over in Vietnam. It's where we get, by the way, Jose, the famous line in many rap songs, "Me so horny."
Is
a line from Full Metal Jacket. That's where that came from.
He has no idea.
Me so horny.
Yeah.
Hey, you American GI, you want boom boom? You got girlfriend Vietnam? $15. That whole bit there that you've heard that line, that's Full Metal Jacket. I'm not being racist. I'm quoting a movie.
I know.
I'm setting a scene for
No. I didn't even take it like that. My mind isn't wired to always be worried about shit like that.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna make him watch Full Metal Jacket and have him do a report on it.
He ain't gonna get through
it. The great Stanley Kubrick is the director of that.
Okay.
Vincent D'Onofrio plays the kid that they haze.
I give him about 45 minutes into that.
Do you
movie.
like a lot of sexual innuendo?
No, I like just the actual sex.
Okay, there's some of that. Do you like gratuitous violence and murder and suicide?
I can accept that.
Okay, cool. You like a lot of cussing and offensive racist humor?
No. What?
Okay, then you'll love Full Metal Jacket.
By the way, people in the chat are also putting in movies.
Yeah.
Big Al saying Bet No Huevos has not seen Blood In, Blood Out. You'd be accurate.
Don't watch it. It's terrible. One of the worst fucking movies ever made.
Ruben Vijay, as you guys call him.
Yeah.
Animal House.
Ruben, I don't think he's going to like Animal House. He's too young. That movie's that's a boomer movie. That came out in like 81. I don't think he.
Well, shit. When did Full Metal Jacket come out?
87. But that's a long time when you're 18 versus 28.
Yeah, 6 years. Yeah,
that's
sure.
I like Animal House. I don't know that Jose, although he's a weird kid, I don't know. I never know what he's going to say every day.
No,
that's one of the things I like about Jose is I have no idea where he's going to be on something. That's what makes him. He's a needle mover because of that.
Yeah,
he's a weird son of a bitch, but I like him because I never know what's going to come out of his face. Let's go with Full Metal Jacket, and then we'll come up with maybe we'll have him watch Animal House. Hell, he may like it because I never know where he's going to go. Okay, this will tell me a lot. Are you an only child?
No, I have an older brother and sister.
Okay, so you're the baby.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm spoiled. Everyone coddles me.
How much older are they?
A lot.
Okay.
My sister's like 40 and my brother's like 42.
Okay. I'm delving into your psychology.
So he should have seen a lot of this shit if your brother and sister are 40s.
Well, the issue is, Rudy, they would just go fuck off and do whatever, have their lives. So it'd just be me and my parents, and my Venezuelan parents don't know any about this stuff.
Got you.
They have no idea.
All right. Very good. All right. I'm just learning him more and more.
Yeah.
All right. So I got to go have lunch with my daughter. It's her birthday. I got to go let my dogs out. I think I'm going to come back up here and watch a couple of games with you boys later today, though.
It'll be fun.
You going to be here all day today?
I will be
here.
He has
no choice.
I will be here from now until
he dies.
I'm going to grab me a couple beers in that bucket on the way out the door, too, if you're down with it.
Please do.
All right.
And again, please tell your daughter we said hello.
I will do that. Dumbass.
He's trying to.
That doesn't bother me, by the way. I mean,
she's grown.
Why would it? I just say hello.
I don't know why you continue to say it.
I just wanted you to tell her that we said hello. I didn't say
I will do that. If you found out that he'd been buying bot pictures from Matt Weiss, the former Michigan coach, it wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me. All right, we're done. Thank you to Rob Moore of the Bums. Thank you to Pub Sports Radio. All of our partners and viewers, thank you all of the people that tipped us. Love you hard. Y'all have a great weekend. We're back in here on Monday morning, back to our normal 10 o'clock time.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Right?
Well, let's talk.
Or do we have more stuff for pub culture?
Yeah, we have one more show that day.
Jesus. So 9 o'clock Monday?
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
All right. See y'all Monday at whatever time we freaking do it. Love y'all hard. See you.